Well, good morning everyone. We drove like 2 hours just to look for a place a guy I work with told me about. Well, we finally found it, but as you can see, it is super grown up. I did dig 2 mason jar lids, but my first good actual target was a little old, I thought it was a rib at first, but on the back side of it, you can see some holes, just a little round button. But also in the hole, I got ate up by ants, if you can see them crawling around everywhere. On to the next one. Well, as going through the woods looking around, come upon this old barn. I don't think it's terribly old. I see some round nails, but still pretty neat. Maybe go down under it, see if we can metal take and find something. Well, my next find ain't nothing major. It's part to an old cooking stove or something. I don't really know what it is, but well, after battling weeds and ants and the heat, I ended up on the road, and the very first thing I dug was a gear out of an old clock. I'll definitely take that. Well, I was coming out this road, and I was like, well, that's a pretty good sized tree. It might have been here for a while, so I swung around it. Had a target, dug it up. It's a modern rifle case, and nothing fancy, but we're on public land in a gun county, so I'd say this probably killed a deer. I found a paper shotgun shell up there. Didn't even video it, but walked back over here. Started hitting pretty good targets. First target I find, nice axe head. The end of it's split on it like, I don't know how that happened. But, well, dug another iron signal. Not really sure what it is. It had bolts or rivets or something on the right side of it there. I don't know what that is. Maybe some kind of hook. I don't know. Well, I'm still not doing too good in the mountains, but I did manage to pull out a paper shotgun shell. It says Federal something on it. I don't think it's terribly old, but I like finding paper shotgun shells. Well, after hours and hours of looking and not finding nothing, I had a really good signal that I thought would be a silver war bullet, and I'm up against a rock cliff, and sure enough, I got a 3-ringer fired 58 caliber. I would definitely take that. Well, I'm just a few feet away from where I found that bullet. I found another piece of lead, but this one's got a hole in it. Not really sure what was going on there, but we'll have to get that and clean up and see what we got. Alright, well, it might be, the other piece I found might have been this piece of melted lead, but here's another piece that's in the exact same spot. This probably ain't nothing, but if you can just see a little bit here, I'm on like a 50-foot high cliff, and I've done found a few pieces of melted lead and a bullet. But I found a little bitty old piece of iron. It probably ain't nothing, but I'm gonna keep it anyway just because of the location that I'm at. Well, I was going to attempt to do a live dig, and it was a small bullet. I'd found it up there, and I watched it roll. It went down that hole, so I had to move some rocks around and finally got it out. And it's a pistol bullet, but it's kind of corroded. I really can't tell if it's Civil War or not, but I'll definitely get it cleaned up and see what we got. Well, right beside this big old giant rock, had a target. It's deep. Dug it up, expecting something good, and it's a modern rifle casing. Probably from 20s or something, 30s maybe. But we'll take it. Well, I don't know what it is. It's squared. It might be a nut with a broke bolt in it. I don't know what to get it home, get it cleaned up, but to be that deep, you know, that's 6 inches deep under that rock. Makes you wonder how that got there. But on to the next one. Well, I found this old road up in here and had a target dug it up and I dropped it. It was a bullet, but I cleaned it up a little bit, and it's a modern bullet. You can see the little lines up and down in that little groove. But I still like finding bullets. Alright, well, I was right up against this rock. Had a scratchy 16 signal, dug it up, and it looks like the door to an old cast iron stove or something. You can see right here a little bit, it's got some kind of design on it. I do have to get that cleaned up, see what we got. Well, I found a mason jar on the ground up here, lid laying, then had a target, dug it up. Here's another one. That one's got ball rod on it, the other one don't have nothing rod on it. This tree had uprooted right here, and I guess it had flipped this up, because it was just barely laying on the surface, or under the ground just a little bit. I like that little find. Here's a really nice iron find, a little small pick. Check that out. That's awesome. That's definitely the find of the day besides the bullets, Civil War bullets. Alright, well it's a Civil War bullet. It's fired and it is flattened out. It's a small pistol caliber, but it's definitely a Civil War bullet. Alright. I moved down the hill just a little ways. I found another 3-ringer. This one's fired too. But one thing I know about all these are all Confederate bullets, because I'm on the Union side of the mountain when the battle was taking place. So these are all Confederate bullets. So that's still pretty cool information to know on that. But we'll definitely take this one. Well, I really ain't 100% sure what it is. It looks like the end to a pipe or something. It's got threads on the inside of it, but I don't know what it is. Well, got my third or fourth piece of melted lead up here at the Civil War site. Hopefully if I start finding some more bullets, maybe something better than that, but we'll get back after we find something else. Just about 5 foot from where I found that last 3-ringer, I found another one right here, and this one here is hammered. That hit that rock pretty solid, but I love finding them. On to the next one. It seems like every bullet I find right here is hammered. The last one's real bad. This one's worse than that one. But 269 calibers back to back, that's not too bad. Well, this weight's number 4 I found right here on this one little old bank. And it's just like the rest of them, it is hammered. But we're finding Civil War bullets, so I'll stay here till I run out. Well, here's number 5 on my Civil War bullets right here on the side of this bank. That there might be a 58 caliber. But it's like the rest of them, it's smashed pretty good. Alright, found another Civil War bullet, but that one's got a hole in it right there and a hole in it right there. And it kind of looks, the shape of it looks a little bit different, like it's a different style of bullet. But it might have been used for a sinker. We'll have to get this one cleaned up for sure and see what we can figure out on that one. You might get tired of watching me show Civil War bullets over and over, but I found another one. This one's 58 caliber too. All right, I'm gonna try to at least find one more that I'm gonna call today. I got a long drive back to the house. Well, I got another bullet. I was going to leave after this one, but I might as well just stay the next 20-30 minutes or whatever and dig all I can, then walk out here when it's dark. Try to get all I can out of it. But here's my next one. Well, I'm still making my way around the hill, finding hammered Civil War 3-ringers, but as long as I'm gonna find them, I'll keep digging them. On to the next one. Well, I found another one. This one's fired just like the rest of them. We'll take them. I've been lost count on how many I found, but I found one more. This one will be my last one. I gotta get out of here and try to get back to the house. But where these are how real smashed up, I can't wait to get them cleaned up, see how funny looking they are. But we'll get back at you next time. Well, I found another one. I think, I don't know, 8 or 9, something like that. Can't get the focus. Something I must have dirt on my lens, but that's another bullet. Well, it's trying to get dark. I'm trying to work my way back toward my vehicle, and I got another 3-ringer. Well, I dropped it twice. It's fired. I definitely can tell it's a 3-ringer. Well, on to the next one. This one here's pretty clean. I mean, tell it's been hit pretty hard, but it's 58 caliber 3-ringer. We'll definitely take it. Yep. I said I was quitting. I was on my way out. I was like, well, I'll just metal take my way out. And I come across this one. It's like the rest of them. It's all mangled up, misshaped, but I'm done officially.